And my heart is genuinely filled with joy today because we're saying hello to an old friend. Karl Joseph is back in the mix. Karl, man, congratulations on the new deal and welcome home, my friend.
Man, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. That's to say I'm excited would be an understatement, man. But I'm looking forward to it.
So what's new with you, man? It's been a year. I know we went through a global pandemic and all that kind of stuff, but what's new in Karl Joseph's world?
Nah, not much, man. Beautiful wife, baby girl, beautiful baby girl, 2 year old. Um, she's tearing the house up. You know, um, but beside that, man, personal life, man, I'm just grinding. I'm back in Florida training, getting ready for this upcoming season, man. Trying to make this my best season. So, Raider Nation gonna get the best version of Karl Joseph.
So how did we get to this point? I guess it's been obviously a year since you wore silver and black. Very happy, and like you said earlier, you look good in silver and black, which I
Yeah,
can agree with. But how did we get to this point now? And it feels like this kind of came together pretty quickly.
it did. Like I said, I think a lot quicker than I expected. It came down to here and Pittsburgh, and um, I went on a visit there last week. I really had a good time, enjoyed it, man. Have a lot of respect for the staff over there. But when Coach Gruden reached out and I spoke to him, I knew I had to come take a visit before I made my choice, man. So just his excitement, feeling his excitement, and like I spoke earlier, just being back in this building. It feels new, but familiar. Just it feel like home. Just hugging some of those guys, and I saw throughout the building, and talking to some of the guys. Like I didn't get to see you yesterday, but just Mark reached out and talking to some of those guys, man, in the building and the staff. It just felt home, and I wanted to come back, man, and spoke to my family about it last night. And it just felt right. Felt like the right time to come back. I know we're ready to win, and I want to be a part of it.
Speaking of this new building, it's a little bit different than Oakland, huh? This is a little, maybe just a tiny bit, huh, Karl?
Yeah, we spoiled. Yeah, it's first class, man. I think you need like a scooter to get around this building.
I know it is a very big building, and there's so many parts of it that we haven't even had
Yeah,
a chance to explore yet because we're still living in this
I
COVID
I
protocol.
got lost at least 10 times yesterday trying to get around.
It's like being a new kid in school again, but it's all a good thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you talked earlier, and you just talked about a second ago too, about that
hmm
conversation that you had with Coach, kind of when you got here, and him ultimately selling you on, hey, Karl, we want you to be back here in this building, in a part of this program.
Yeah.
What was it really that Gruden said to you that you were like, hey, this is where I need to be. This is the right time in my life, in my career. I want to come back and be a Raider again.
I don't think it was necessarily just the right thing he said, because I think there's a mutual respect there. I think it's grown more this year, me being gone for a year, and that's never changed. And I told him that um, I was pissed off that I didn't get to come back last year, and we was honest with each other about it. And and yeah, man, and we spoke, and he told me what he would expect out of me. Had a great conversation with Coach Gus Bradley, and they told me what they expect out of me. Coach Rich, we sat down. And, I love Coach Rich, and so just talking to those guys and them just being honest with me and upfront, and what they want from me to come here and expect out of me, man. And I couldn't pass it up. Like I said, I want to win, and I know this team want to win. They built to win, so why not?
That seems like something that Gruden would appreciate too, where you say,
Yeah,
"Hey, look, Coach, man, like I wanted to be here. I was upset that I didn't get a chance to be here last year."
yeah.
Like that seems like something he would kind of respond with.
No, of course, of course.
And it's one of those things now where we look ahead to 2021,
hmm
a year hopefully that is so much better than 2020. But it's kind of I'm interested for your kind of take because you get to now kind of go through the second version of opening up this building,
Yeah,
right? You go look at the stadium, and I know that both of us have really fond memories of the Coliseum, but Allegiant is such a different animal than
yeah.
the Coliseum was. Are you excited to get in that building and hopefully, fingers crossed, be there with tens of thousands of fans come game day?
I hope so. I hope so, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that. I told Coach, and I watched every game last year, and seeing it. I can only imagine what it's like with that excitement and energy of Radio Nation being in there. So I'm looking forward to that.
You know, as we kind of, like I said, get closer to 2021, but we look back to 2020 for a sec. Was it weird for you when you played the Raiders last year,
It
just in
was.
terms of like seeing your boys on the sideline and everything?
It was at first. I think more so like at first it's like a pride thing. You're going against your old team. You want to like show out and have a good game, and But I was just saying earlier, after the game, just seeing some of those guys, it felt like it was no hate or love lost, and just hugging some of those guys and talking to them. It just felt like it's still like part of my family, man. and
And who just walked by now? Who
it's
just walked by?
Adam, man.
Oh, say what's up to Adam.
So I'm excited, man. Like I said, it felt like it's family, man, and I truly mean that. I love those guys and respected them, and just walking across the field after the game and hugging them, man. I was like, okay, like, how I thought I would feel, it wasn't. I still had love for them.
And just wrapping it up here with our friend Karl Joseph, who's back in silver and black, and I feel so good to say, Karl. But when you look now to the future, and you kind of get ready, like I said, for 2021, and you talked about the best version of Karl Joseph is what the Raiders are going to get. But what do you think the biggest difference is from the Karl sitting here today than the Karl that we drafted a few years back?
I think my maturity level, man, I've grown a lot, spiritually, mentally, and physically. I'm healthy, but I think more so that mental aspect and spiritual aspect of it is a lot different than where I was in the past. I'm ready to play ball, man. There's no distractions around me. The only thing I'm focused on being is the best football player I could possibly be, and I think that's what you guys are gonna get from me.
Sounds good to me. And last one for you, Karl. We're going to get you back in 42. How are we going to navigate that world now?
Maybe I had to, beat Corey Littleton on some kind of event. I don't know if I say paid, that might be against the rules or something.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble, brother.
I don't know, but we'll figure it out, man. I think I respect Corey. If he don't want to give it up, but hopefully I can get back in that 42. That numbers means something to me.